Hello there and welcome back to Tales of Berseria, where last time we went ahead and took out, we took Medusa from the Earth Pulse Point, saying take out implies that we killed her, but we indeed did not kill her. I also never returned to the ice caps. Hello. That took me all the way out, that's not what I want. Yay! The geo point applies to this area too. So anyways, I have over 400 quetzals, and if I remember correctly, the cat's box I was trying to get to in this area, was not, I'm stammering, or not stammering, but I'm just like pausing because things are happening, and I'm afraid. There we go. Yay. Ooh, wear a Norman hat. Laffy set. Suit, Laffy set. Must. It is a must. No. Ah, he's adorable. Okay. Will I ever get like a Fire Norman stuff? Or Earth or Wind Norman stuff, maybe? That'd be neat. But that's okay. Off we go. Indeed, where's our next destination? Return to Titania with Medusa. Alright then. Let's go! Oops. Something's preventing you from using your enough vault. What? Come on. Well, where am I headed? Oh, darn. So, I'm supposed to go back. Okay, that makes sense. Heloise. So I just go back to town.
Hey, Eleanor. I was wondering, do you think I hurt Medusa saying that stuff to her back there?
I suppose you might have. But I was thinking the exact same things you were. Losing a mother. It's always a tragedy. I'm glad you stepped in and stopped her.
Thanks.
That Eleanor. I swear, she feels way more responsibility for everything than she needs to. You think we need to worry? What if she pushes too far and erupts with malevolence?
Malevolence is born out of many things. A prideful ego, the self-righteousness that turns a blind eye to one's inner contradictions. Eleanor's different. She's mindful of her ego and strives to confront her inconsistencies of character.
She has a purity of heart that won't be tainted by the emotions that create malevolence. No other quality is as essential for an exorcist.
So she's probably okay?
For now, at least. But human hearts can be fickle things. Who knows what the future holds?
I doubt you got anything to worry about. For most exorcists, purity is a construct of the Abbey's teachings. But Eleanor, she's the real deal.
She's not your average exorcist, I'll give you that.
Purity is handy for any exorcist. But more than that, it's a rare and precious temperament for living. Everybody's got an ego and certain internal contradictions to some degree. Facing one's own ugliness in an honest manner is never easy. To be a normal human is to live carrying malevolence. It's just how much you let it control you that varies.
I guess malevolence might just be a fact of life, huh? But Artorias can't accept that.
That was a depressing conversation. Just a big ray of sunshine in our little group here.
Well, I don't see anything out of the ordinary.
Let's slip through town and head for Titania before that changes.
Okay, I may have made a mistake giving Laffy set the giant Norman hat thing. Good lord.
So this is your secret hideout. Once I get free, he won't stand a chance. You all had better sleep with one eye open.
Look how worried I am.
Welcome back! That's Kamoana.
She's the same age as Diana. Did the Abbey really turn someone so young into a Therian?
Eleanor!
Medissa, please, would you be able to talk to her?
Is this a trick?
Kamoana may be a Therian, but deep down, she's still a normal little girl who misses her mother. I can't do anything to console her, no matter what I try. But if it were you...
You okay? You can call me Medissa, all right? Do I scare you, honey?
A little, but not as much as Velvet and Dial. But don't you think I'm scary? I had a bad dream earlier. My mommy said I looked scary and that she didn't want me anymore.
She would never. Your mother would never think that about her daughter.
But how do you know?
Because I'm a mother too. Mothers always love their children, no matter what. No matter if we die. No matter how the world changes. There's nobody who loves you more in the world than...
It's okay. You don't have to cry.
I hope Kamoana and Medissa won't have to feel so lonely anymore.
Yeah, trying to stop the waterworks gets old fast.
Listen, if it's not too personal, was your mother,
She's dead. I lost her when I was even younger than you.
Oh. I'm sorry to hear that.
It's fine. It just means we've got things in common. So no feeling sad and alone, okay?
Oh no, I'm fine. I don't feel lonely or anything, I swear.
What's gotten into you? You're so strange sometimes.
No, I'm not.
Eleanor, I'll have you watch over Kamoana and Medissa.
Yes, of course. I'd be honored. Thank you.
Are exorcists supposed to be so polite to a grand poobah of calamity or whatever?
Sure, why not? Besides, the Demon Lord ought to not trouble herself over such trivialities.
Velvet, Grimoire's calling for you. She says to bring Laphicet and meet her at the observation tower.
Got it.
We better get going then.
And let's... I think I remember exactly where that is, actually. Let's save. Sweet. Okay, off we go. Going up. This works.
Hey, do you all have mothers?
Where'd that question come from?
Well, after hearing that Velvet, Kamoana, and Eleanor all lost their parents, I just got curious.
My mother was a strict, frightening woman, but she died a long time ago.
I see.
I have no parents either. But the wicked witch who took me in said I was born from a peach that floated down the river.
Coming from you, I'd almost believe that.
And you, Eisen?
We Malachim are formed from untainted mana. Sometimes humans are reborn as Malachim, but they retain no memory of their previous lives. In other words, we don't have blood relations like humans do.
I see. By the time I was aware of anything around me, I was already tethered and being called number 2. I suppose having no mother means I don't have any memories before that. I told Medusa that losing a mother is painful, but I can't know how painful it is.
Go easy on him, Aizen. He's just a kid.
I'm just telling it like it is. But listen to me, Laphicet. You can share deep connections with other people, even if you don't have a biological family. Malakim, too, can form precious bonds. True friendships, even family.
That's right. Your words wouldn't have stopped Medusa if they weren't true in your heart.
You really think so?
I'm sure of it.
It's far better than being a witch born from a peach.
Nonsense! There's no nobler way to be born! I have an everlasting friendship with a dog, a monkey, a pheasant, and Bienfu.
I hope he's right.
So, what Aizen said is true about the whole, sometimes humans can be reborn as Malakim. If Aizen's supposed to be biologically related to Edna, doesn't that mean that they were both originally humans? Or maybe they're not truly related at all, which could be the most logical conclusion, and they just kind of met each other and took care of each other, and then became family that way.
You said that Malakim can have familial ties, but what makes you and your sister siblings if you're not related by blood?
Well, a very long time ago, I was born into this world from an Earth Pulse point up on a sacred mountain. I remained in that place for a long while, and then one day, she was born from the very same Earth Pulse point. Before we knew it, we had wound up living together under the same roof.
Are 2 Malakim always siblings if they come from the same Earth Pulse point?
No. Other Malakim were born there, but I never felt like they were my family. But something, I don't know what, was different with her. If she was sad, I'd feel sad. And if I was happy, she'd be happy too. She can be abrasive, but when she smiles, it's like nothing else. I swore to myself that whatever happened, I would protect her. I made a pendant from a stone on that sacred mountain and gave it to her as a lucky charm. Of course, she just wears it as a necklace.
And your pendant? Did she give that to you?
She had the same idea I had. She made the pendant herself and gave it to me as a good luck charm. Without either of us having mentioned a word of it beforehand, we each gave each other pendants in the same shape on the very same day. That's when I really knew that what I had felt all along was true. We were brother and sister.
Is that her in the picture?
Yeah. It's a self-portrait she drew for me on the day I left home.
Did you draw her a picture of yourself?
No. I don't exactly have an artistic side.
Well, I'm sure that if you looked inside her pendant, you'd find a portrait of the person who matters most to her.
I hope so.
Yeah, and it would be nice if it was you.
That was odd. I was talking about the same thing and got my answer. Sweet. Okay. That makes perfect logical sense. Up the ladder we go. Okay, why in the heck is Grimoire all the way up here? Now that I'm thinking about it. There's a lot better places to hold a conversation. Hello.
Ah, there you two are.
Hi, teacher. Have you made progress deciphering the book?
I have indeed. It turns out there was a second counting song. I've already transcribed it. Would you read it aloud for us, child?
Okay. When the 8 malevolences overflow, in the culmination of mankind's despair, Innominat will bring an end to all peoples and restore them to time immemorial. 4 Empyreans shall wield a wrathful sword and cleave the great devourer, 2 asunder to sleep beneath the earth, as scarlet moonlight illuminates the evil. The nameless Empyrean hath one heart. The nameless Empyrean hath one body.
Oh, yet more delightful material to keep us awake at night.
If I'm understanding this right, it's discussing the specific nature of Innominat? That's what I believe, yes. When the 8 malevolences overflow in the culmination of mankind's despair, Innominat will bring an end to all peoples.
So, when the world is at peak malevolence, Innominat will use that power to bring an end to all. Is that it?
He's going to wipe out all of humanity?
Is that what the Abbey is after? Is that why they've been trying to bring back Innominat?
No. Artorias is not that kind of man. His two primary ideals are the many over one, and the restoration of order through will and reason. He sacrificed Laufey to protect this world, not to eradicate it.
You mean that's who he is as far as you know, yeah? People change, Velvet. Perhaps the shepherd gave up hope. Maybe he lost faith in mankind. Fools prone to sin, endlessly generating malevolence.
He's not like that. If that's all true, then what point was there in Laufey's death?
Is there anything else in that book?
Yes and no. This copy itself is incomplete. There ought to be further pages, but they're missing. For now, I've done all I can.
There must be an original somewhere, right?
Without it, I doubt the Abbey would be plotting Innominat's revival. We can be sure they have complete understanding of their Empyrean's nature.
But this was the only copy in the royal villa. If the original is out there, who knows where it could be?
It's getting pretty late. Why don't we call it a day?
Yeah, let's get some rest.
Okay, cool. No other cutscene. Okay, so, oh my god! There's Laufey. We found him. He's not hard to spot. Holy crap, that's kind of creepy. I'm just gonna just look over here. Hey, look, a quarter. So anyways, what Magalu said kind of makes sense. To a point. Maybe Artorias is doing this because he feels like the eradication of mankind and then restarting everything is their salvation. So maybe that's exactly what he wants to do. Hello. Take 3, abandon the rest? Oh, okay. Cool. What's the plan? Head to the next Earth Pulse point. Where could that be then?
Hey, Laufey, Medessa let me sleep in her bed last night. She's warm for a snake lady.
That's great.
She's gonna help me take a bath now. You should come join us too.
What? I couldn't.
It's okay. I don't mind at all.
Hey, Kamoana. Did you know? Dial started to grow a brand new tail.
Wow, really? I want to see.
He's up at the observation tower.
Let's go see. Medessa, you too.
All right. But don't run, or you'll trip.
Thanks, Eleanor. I appreciate it.
Having some girl trouble, my little Malik?
I'm just glad Kamoana and Medessa are starting to feel better.
Yeah, they both still have a long way to go, but it's such a relief to see them smiling.
We've got bigger things to worry about. Hurry up and locate the next Earth Pulse point.
Right. Okay.
Must you always be so blunt, Velvet?
I must, in fact. We're up against the Abbey here, and sooner or later they'll find this place.
That's true, but still.
Do we go find another hideout?
No, we'll keep on the offensive. We'll capture the remaining Therians before the Abbey finds us.
As a swordsman, I can respect that mindset.
I'm not so sure we could hold this place anyway.
And we've got no obligation to.
I found another Earth Pulse point. It's in the eastern part of Eastgand, I think.
But that's... All right. We're headed for Eastgand.
Then our first stop should be Port Taliesin.
Eastgand. The way she was acting makes it sound like it could be a familiar place. It's, abandoned, I guess. Ooh, and a skit!
When mankind's despair reaches its pinnacle, Innominat shall reach out and bring an end to all.
So that song bothers you too?
No matter how many times I read it, I don't see any good in it.
Understanding that ancient tongue is difficult, right? Perhaps there's another interpretation?
Maybe the end to all actually means an end to all human suffering, for example.
That is a possibility. But we're far too lacking in material to know anything for sure.
We need the other half of that book, or some other text on Innominat.
We don't have the time to search for it. Wouldn't even know where to start looking.
And don't forget that that book is just a copy. Whoever transcribed it might have made an error, too.
That's an unexpectedly sharp insight coming from you.
I'm an expert at errors. When Miss Magilu made me copy magic tomes for her, I did it pretty half-heartedly.
Didn't that cause a lot of problems?
Well, when she tried to cast a spell from one of the tomes, the spell exploded in her face. It's really her own fault, though. She told me to copy 100 books in 3 days! That's impossible!
Oh, how cruel!
Cruel is right! That witch is a real devil, I tell you! A slave driver!
Bien Phu, let's go somewhere a little more private, shall we?
Miss Magilu!
Hush now. There's no need to worry. I'll make it a half-hearted punishment.
Poor Bien Phu. Oh, and another skit.
Grimoire always looks like she never wants to do any work, but despite all her grumbling, when she starts a job, she gets it done. And quickly, too. She's frank, but she still takes care not to say anything to hurt anyone's feelings. I have to say, I like that in a woman. It's charming.
Well, sorry if I'm inconsiderate and charmless then.
I didn't mean it like that. You're all still so young and have led different lives. Can't fault you for being you.
Well, if you're saying we lack a certain air of maturity, I might not disagree.
That's for sure. It's true Lord Artorias has scolded my lack of composure at times.
Although I do get the impression that Grimoire has been dependable like that since she was young.
And it's a good impression at that. Old Grim's been that way since the day she was born. I hate to admit it, but her combination of insightful words and deadpan expression has charmed the hearts of many a Moloch. At her peak, she had a fan club 8,848 members strong, and her dinner shows would sell out the day the tickets went on sale. Molochim came by the droves to doze off listening to her live readings of ancient books.
Wow! I had no idea she was so popular.
Yeah, she's even a regular feature in Who's Who Among Norman.
Now that I think about it, I could see how a person could interpret her lethargy as patience and her vague dispassion as maturity and poise. Compared to her, I'm just...
Were you just trying to imitate her?
No, I didn't mean to.
Whether you meant to or not, that kind of felt like her just now. I can see it in you, waiting to be awakened, that sophisticated charm.
Me? Sophisticated and charming? I don't know.
Try talking like her. You know how she lets her sentences trail off. This is your make-or-break moment here.
All right. I think I know what you mean. Here goes nothing. Oh... What do you think, Laphicet? Do I sound like her?
It feels a little off, but you're definitely doing it. I think.
Aw, you don't have to grow up, Madame Eleanor. You're cute just the way you are.
You stay out of this, Bien Phu!
Oh, he's trying to help. And there's another skit. It's too much. Too much skit. Too much story. Gosh. Okay. Hey, let's talk to this dude.
Hey, get this! I was out fishing the other day, when before I knew it, I'd wound up near a Class 4 island. Once I realized what was happening, I tried to turn the ship around, but then it got dark all around me.
Was it a sudden storm?
I wish! It was this great monstrous bird! Damn thing had wings big enough to cover up the whole blasted sky!
That sounds like a bit of a stretch to me.
You think I'm lying? Then check it out for yourself. You just might not make it back alive.
A huge bird.
Oh, that sounds good. Let's go talk to this dude. Hey, it's Dial. What's up?
This island's really something. No way I'd want to go to prison here, but it'd make a great hideout. If I'm gonna be left in charge of this place, I'll turn it into the best hideout ever.
You're in charge?
Someone has to look after this place while you're all running around. maintaining the ships in the base, watching the Prince and Medusa, keeping Kamoana company. I'll keep this place running shipshape, so that you all can focus on looking for the Therians.
But those are just odd jobs anyone can do. You're a navigator. Isn't that a waste of your talents?
You dolt! These are important tasks! Someone's gotta do it! We've got another navigator, but is there anyone besides me that could handle all of this by themselves? Besides, ever since I lost my tail, my balance has been off. The seasickness is killing me!
That's your story and you're sticking to it? Tell the truth. You don't want to come because you're afraid you'll be hurt again.
No, that's not it at all.
Not convincing anyone there. Hey, what's up? Where am I going? Is it self for Telius? Yeah, okay. Yeah! Sweet! I know where I'm going now. Just gonna check a while. There's an awful lot of question marks, though.
It's sour. So you've kept your sense of taste?
In my dreams I have. Nowhere else.
Does that make this a dream?
It would have to be, wouldn't it? After all. I devoured you.
That's right. Don't you go forgetting it.
How could I ever forget it? The taste of your... How could I ever...
Looks like the fog's rolling in.
Yep.
Eleanor, there's something I want to be sure we get perfectly clear.
Alright. What is it?
Laphicet is not your little Moloch.
What? That's all you wanted to say? You realize he doesn't belong to you either, right?
Indeed I do. Laphicet's his own person, and not anyone else's.
You're right. Malachim aren't just tools to be used by exorcists as they pleased. I'll be more careful not to forget that.
Good, as long as we're on the same page.
Since we're on the subject of reminders, you haven't forgotten our little bet, have you, Velvet?
You mean the 100 gold on whether I'd break? No, I haven't forgotten.
A word of caution. People can fight against pain, but they can't fight against happiness. If you're keen on winning our bet, I'd steer clear of ill-fitting dreams.
Sorry to break it to you, but all I have anymore are nightmares.
The fog's cleared. Good thing we didn't wind up getting lost in it.
Of course we didn't. Who do you think is running this ship?
A bunch of shameless rogues who are very good at shameless roguery.
Damn straight.
But it's strange. These waters don't usually see much fog.
Alright. Our expedition. Sweet. Could be a good sign. It is an excellent shrine. Shrine? Sign. That's what I meant to say. Let's look at another skits before
Not
calling
that
it
I
a day.
really care, but who ended up winning the fishing competition when we were trying to catch a Therian?
Man, that was a while ago. I lost because I came away with nothing.
No, it was a draw. As I'm sure everyone remembers, all I fished up were octopus demons. We were competing over who would catch the Therian. Demons didn't count, so my score was 0-2.
No, the loss is mine, and I'm not giving it to you.
That's not just something you can up and decide like that. In fact, by fishing up those octopus demons, I put everyone in danger. That should count for negative points. I lost.
Who cares? It was all in fun.
I care. Every competition must have a winner and a loser, no matter what. That's just how I see it.
Yeah, I'm with Eisen on this one. It doesn't do anyone any good to make the final results murky.
I can't believe I'm going to do this. Eisen, your curse would mean that the odds were stacked against you from the start. That doesn't make for a fair competition, does it?
Yeah, she's got a good point. We'll just have to settle the score some other way.
What can you guys do? Play cards? Chess? What?
Cards are a no-go for me. I'll just end up drawing jokers.
And I can play shogi, but I don't know chess.
Then what about arm wrestling? Would that work?
Whoa, whoa! Having a demon and a Moloch clasp hands is just asking for trouble with malevolence.
You're both adults, so why not a drinking contest?
That's it. If we have a drinking contest, we'll be able to compete on an even playing field.
Yeah, I don't see anything wrong with that. I'll have the crew bring out the drinks.
Well, that's one way of resolving it, I suppose.
Whatever gets it done. I'm not gonna complain.
If you guys are gonna have a drinking contest, you're gonna need some tasty snacks to go with all that alcohol, right?
Definitely. Let's go out and fish us some snacks.
Yeah, let's take out the little boat. We can even pick up where we left off our fishing competition.
Didn't we just figure out he can't really fish?
We were just about to finally resolve this mess. Why'd you have to go and stick your nose into it?
What? Why are you yelling at me? I didn't do anything wrong! Bien!
God, we're so mean to him. Okay, anyways, I'm gonna call it today. Thank you for watching. Please, if you like my content and want to see more, please click that little subscribe button. And if you like the video, please like the video. I'm gonna fix this real quick. Let's just do that and just do this. We're good. And order was restored. Okay, anyways, thank you for watching. Next time, I'm gonna move on, see what lies beyond. So yeah, see you next time. Goodbye. There's another game cats thing here. Okay, goodbye.